So I just got finished watching a few YouTube videos that were done very well, informing people how bad alcohol is for them. And so Americans are struggling with obesity issues, poor health because of what they eat, what they choose to eat, and also alcoholism, a lot of drinks. And I wouldn't say that I was an alcoholic in 2012 when I quit. The only reason I quit is because God took the desire to drink wine every night away from me. I didn't miss it. I believe that it's possible that I let my guard down when I was on my bike the next day after that evening. I felt really mellow when I was riding my bicycle the next day, just a lot of mellowness that I'm not used to having. So I remember kind of feeling a little bit happy, looking up back at the bus driver that I passed. Was approaching the intersection. I looked back at the bus driver and I said, "Oh, hi." I had love that day. I actually had some love, and I was sharing what I was feeling. I said, "Oh, wow, this is really great." And then the next thing I know, God takes me out from, I don't even know what happened to me. I was just about to enter into the intersection when the light finally changed, and some guy clipped my tire, and I went out of consciousness. And I remember, like, for a moment, when the ambulance guy started to ask me questions, I could look out and see a little bit of what was going on. And then I fell out of consciousness again. But I remember how bright the sun was in my eyes, and it was like imbalanced with what I was seeing. It was just a lot of glare. And so I thought about it, and I think that why that accident happened was because though I didn't do anything illegal, I did kind of wait a long time, hypnotized by that light, because it takes so long, and you watch the cars go by, and it takes so long for that light to change. And there's such an impulse just to go when the light changes. I might have started into the intersection just a little bit early, but they didn't blame me for it. The witnesses said it was his fault, who clipped my tire. And so I was lucky that I got some support there of witnesses. But I even had a customer of mine who witnessed, and he ended up coming to the hospital. He was a lawyer, and he brought his son to visit me once, and he was doing some things for me at my property as a lawyer. He didn't charge me, but I offered him when I got paid from the man's insurance, which was only $15,000. I was able to, reimburse the lawyer for his time doing, things for me in my apartment. I gave him my keys, and he came in and he paid the rent for me, and things like that. It worked out very well. But I'm saying that I think that the Lord just took the desire away. I remember just once sipping on it, what was in here, before I threw it away, and it tasted horrible. And that was another reason I just stayed away from it, thinking it may have influenced what happened the day of my accident. And so I haven't had one drink at all. I have no desire to drink. And I think everyone should stop drinking alcohol for the betterment of our country, because it's really out of control. I was watching these videos, and it's really clear that alcohol is very destructive to the human brain, to the human body. It is really bad for people. I noticed in the cop YouTube videos that these drunk people, you can't believe how they behave on alcohol, that they're not like that. They're normally good people, and then they go crazy on alcohol. And I think that we need to just have a moratorium, all of us, on alcohol, and get people to stop drinking. My customer yesterday was telling me all of her problems. I haven't seen her in a little while. And she says, "Oh yeah, I drink a bottle a night or something. I drink a bottle of wine a day." And she said, and she's an accountant. She has a job so far. She's had it for a while. And then she's dealing with her weight, and she's dealing with prediabetes. And, she said, I think the main reason why is because of my, drinking too much is why I'm a pre-diabetic. And so, I don't think she appreciated my advice or anything. I don't think they want to hear from somebody who's not a doctor. I just said, well, this is how I lost 40 pounds. I stopped drinking 11 years ago, or 12 years ago, and I just had no desire to drink after that accident. And I said, and then I learned how to get the weight off of me through intermittent fasting. So I think that, she expressed a little rebellion when I said that, but, she was complaining about all these problems. And I just said, you can do it. But it's got to get rid of that alcohol. I just watched something that said most people can't do it on their own. Well, God helped me. He absolutely helped me. My state was that I would have dinner and then I would take the wine to listen to music, like Kenny Loggins. And so I would, a couple times, twice, I went to bed with the ceiling spinning, and feeling like I could possibly throw up. I remember my problems with alcohol in high school. I'm fortunate I didn't get in trouble. One the night of my performances with the jazz choir was because something happened where I came to my solo that I was supposed to go out and sing. So I was coming out onto the stage in front of the choir, thinking that it was the time for me to sing my solo with the choir, and I was sent back because it wasn't time yet. And I wasn't embarrassed or anything, but what happened was Maddie Williams and a friend there got me a little drunk before I went and performed. And I was swaying. I was told I was swaying on the stage, and my pants zipper was open. So I was set up to be a fool that night, not realizing how Southern Comfort alcohol would affect me. And I'm very fortunate that no one came up to me and did anything to, the choir director could have pulled me out that night and said, "You're drunk." And I could have been kicked out of the choir because of that. But then I would have gotten Maddie in trouble. So, you never take alcohol before a performance. I don't know where my common sense was back then. I have no idea. I think you do stupid things when you're a teenager without realizing, oh my gosh, I was drunk on stage. Those are the things that happen. So, I really didn't start drinking again until I got some wine from Trader Joe's when Trader Joe's came. Oh, no, that's not true. That's not true because Trader Joe's came after my drinking. Oh, yeah, no, I went to the other Trader Joe's. That's right. The Trader Joe's that came into our area that I could just walk to came after my accident. But I was bringing the wine from Trader Joe's across the wharf, from the wharf area. So I don't remember really having too hard of time in my life with drinking back then. But I got some signs with the ceiling spinning that I better be careful. And then I also noted that it used to be like half a bottle. I'd have half a bottle a week of wine. Then I started drinking. I started buying the larger amounts of wine, the larger bottles, per week. So I used to have the smaller bottles, like 16 ounces or something, whatever it is, and that would last me a week. And then I started having the larger bottles, so that was a sign to me that I was having a problem. And then God had seen enough, But yeah, and by the way, the the song that I was performing that night that Maddie got me drunk for, I don't know if she deliberately did that or planned it. I don't know. Because, I was her competition. She actually asked me before, the end of the year of my graduation, she asked me if she could sing Fools Rush In. That's usually my solo. And I said, sure you can. I let her have it. And I think she has a problem with alcohol even to this day, because I saw her Facebook page, Maddie Williams. She got married, and she looks like she's having trouble with alcohol late in life, and I think that also Nancy Pollock has had trouble with alcohol. She loved beer, It lets your guard down. It really does. So, yeah. So anyway, the other thing was the song that I was singing the solo in. It was an improv. It was about an alcoholic and somebody talking to the alcoholic. Go on, drink your drink. Don't think you've got enough. Let's see. Don't be da-da-da-da. You just take a walk. It was a blues song. I can't really remember it very well, but baby, listen here. Then I come in for the solo, and I was swaying on the stage, and someone would have thought that it was a parody that I was acting like a drunk doing improv that night. It was pretty bizarre, but I'm very lucky that they didn't punish me for that.